Sa kumakalat ngayon na video ni Vice President Sara ng kanyang naging talumpati o speech doon sa labas mismo ng ICC detention, abay ginagamit ngayon ng mga pink at loyalista na isang paninira kay VP Sara, ay sigurado gagamitin din itong video na ito sa impeachment trial. Naglabas nga ng pahayag si Vice President Sara upang pabulaanan ang inilathalang video ng Abante News Online na ayon sa kanya ay deliberately spliced and misleading at nagtanggal umano ng konteksto ng kanyang talumpati sa The Hague nitong July 29. Ayon kay Vice President Sara, ang video na may caption na "I can hire a gunman for 5,000 pesos" ay kumuha lamang umano ng isang pangungusap mula sa kanyang talumpati at hindi isinama ang paliwanag na kaagad na sumunod dito. Kaya nagdulot ito ng maling impresyon sa publiko. Papaano ba naman kasi hindi magagalit si VP Sara? Ang post ng Abante News Online ay inamin daw ni VP Sara. Merong caption na inamin, which is sa video wala namang ganoong pangyayari. So heto yung video kung gaano kaigsi na splice ang video na kung saan magmumukha talagang masama at nag-hire si Vice President Sara ng gunman. Eto, panoorin natin.
I can hire a gunman for 5,000 pesos to kill the mistress.
Ayun.
That is how, for 5,000 pesos, that is how bad gun violence.
Nagbigay siya
in the
na example.
Philippines is. And that is, again, yes, EJK. So how can you say that all your listed victims?
So ayun yung maigsing version. Pero ang katotohanan, ito yung mas mahabang version ng video na pinutol.
I have a husband. My husband has a mistress. I can hire a gunman for 5,000 pesos to kill the mistress.
Okay.
That is how, for 5,000 pesos, that is how bad gun violence in the Philippines is. And that is, again, yes, EJK. So how can you say that all your listed victims, all your listed complainants are supposed victims?
Oh,
of the
ito
drug war?
pala. Ito pala yun.
It can be that it is a crime against passion.
May paliwanag
It
pala.
can be murder because of a third party in a relationship. It can be plain hold up.
Totoo. Totoo.
So how can they say now that all the victims there are victims?
So nagbigay na example lang.
Drug war.
Si VP
that is supposed
Sara.
to be a crime against humanity.
So galing pala sa News 5 yung video. Well, okay naman pala News 5. Sa ibang paraan. Pero bias pa rin yan. So yun, parang nagbigay lang ng example si VP Sara. Tapos, doon sa video, meron nga naman nasabi si VP Sara na magagamit nga naman ang kanyang kalaban. I can hire a gunman for 5,000 pesos. Napakasama nga namang pakinggan. Pero, nasaan ang konteksto? Ang full context, bakit niya na naman nasasabi ito? Ayun pala, nagbibigay lang ng example si VP Sara. So talagang kung putol yung video, hanggang doon lang, kaya talagang iisipin ng mga nakapanood na mga Pilipino kung hanggang doon lamang yung video, spliced, ay talagang masama si VP Sara at nasasabi niya yung ganoong bagay. Pero kung full video yung ating papanoorin, na naandun po mismo sa Alvin and Tourism Facebook page, naandun po yung full video, ay malalaman natin hindi pala ganoon. Gaya ng inilathala ng pahayagang Abante News Online. Well, hindi na nakapagtataka. Sino ba yung may-ari ng Abante News Online? At heto, panoorin natin yung speech ni Vice President Sara na itinuro na niya kung sino nga ba yung nasa likod ng lahat ng ito, kung bakit nadala si dating Pangulong Duterte sa ICC, The Hague, Netherlands. Panoorin natin ang video na ito.
Let us start in the year 2017. In 2017, a lawyer submitted a communication to the International Criminal Court.
Okay,
And this was supplemented by a communication by former Senator Trillanes and another person. That was
Sino kaya
in
yun?
2017. In 2018, the court took it under consideration. Between 2017 until 2021, there was investigation, no investigation, put on hold. Let us start first with the complainant. Who is Trillanes? Trillanes is the person behind the Oakwood Mutiny and the Manila
Yes.
Peninsula Siege, which was against who? It was against President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Trillanes stood on the platform of anti-corruption against Arroyo. We do not know the dealings, the negotiations behind the mutiny and the siege. That is not discussed publicly. When did we next see Trillanes? We saw him next in the Jejomar Binay attack. Vice President Binay was a candidate, a presumptive candidate for the 2016 election. And then what did he do? He attacked Vice President Binay on the platform of anti-corruption.
Na naman.
But you must remember, he never attacked President Aquino on the platform of anti-corruption. And you remember the DAP, the pork barrel scam
Yes.
of the Aquino administration. And where was Trillanes then? Quiet. Because we do not know how much, where, how, when the negotiations happened. When did you see him again? Trillanes, hear about him again. You heard about him in 2016 because President Duterte was the front runner. In April 2016, President Duterte was already the front runner of the presidential elections. Everyone forgot about Mar Rojas, the candidate of Trillanes. Everyone was focused on Rodrigo Duterte, including Trillanes. This was the first time you heard about EJK, DDS, bank accounts, billions
Trillanes na
in the
naman.
bank accounts. This was in 2016. In 2017, he filed the communication in ICC. And if you can remember, President Duterte never did anything against Trillanes,
Yes.
against the witnesses of Trillanes during the Senate hearing. He presented Bato-Bato, he presented Las Cañas,
Mga tanim
and
witness.
he claimed so many things about the Davao Death Squad. And what did President Duterte do? He told everyone, pabayaan nyo yan. It is his right to speak.
Yes.
It is his freedom to talk about the
Kahit-
Davao Death Squad.
Kahit grabe na yung kapanira, no?
So that is... Okay na ng payong, sir. Ay, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. May panyo ako, ma'am. So that was Trillanes. That is Trillanes. Against Gloria Arroyo, anti-corruption. Against Binay, anti-corruption. Against Rodrigo Duterte, anti-corruption. EJK. But do you hear him speak of anti-corruption when it comes to President Aquino and President Marcos? Makes you question,
Diba?
what is the anti-corruption platform for? Whose interest is he serving?
Yellow.
This is yellow, pink, red. Lahat ng kulay.
Sama-sama
maliban lang
na
sa
sila
green.
eh.
Lucky Charm. At, maliban sa green at black. Diba? He is quiet when negotiations happen for his interest. But, if negotiations are for the interest of, against the interest of Trillanes, he is noisy.
So, yun. Nalaman na natin kung anong klaseng tao si Trillanes ayon kay Vice President Sara. Talagang gumagawa at nagdadala ng kaguluhan sa Pilipinas. Mabuti na nga lang si dating Pangulong Duterte ay mabait pa talaga kay Trillanes. Hindi ba sinasabi nga nila na tao? Si dating Pangulong Duterte, bakit buhay pa si Trillanes? Hindi ba? Ang logic lang. Hinahayaan ni dating Pangulong Duterte na kung ano-ano ang mga paninira laban sa kanya. Hinahayaan lang niya kasi wala namang katotohanan. Malaki talaga ang galit ni Trillanes kasi nga tinanggihan siya ni dating Pangulong Duterte na makatandem kasi ang gusto ni Trillanes noon ay siya yung presidente at vice president si dating Pangulong Duterte. Hindi pumayag ang Tatay Digong na makatandem ang isang Trillanes dahil alam naman ng lahat ang sandalong kanon na ito ay kaguluhan lamang ang dala sa Pilipinas noon at noon pa man. Sariling interes lamang ang kanyang ipinaglalaban at ang kanyang hangarin. Eto magpong presidente ang dating Pangulong Duterte. Ayun, naging bitter na simula noon si Trillanes sa mga Duterte hanggang dito sa mga anak ng dating Pangulong Duterte. Kaya ngayon, nakapagiganti si Trillanes kay dating Pangulong Duterte. Nagkataon na nagkasundo itong si Mr. President at Trillanes, ayun, nadala sa The Hague, Netherlands. Ang dating Pangulong Duterte nakakulong ngayon na hindi naman nako-convict pa. Wala namang hatol pero nakakulong. At lalong hindi na tayo miyembro ng International Criminal Court. Kaya talaga illegal ang pagdala kay dating Pangulong Duterte sa The Hague, Netherlands. So patungkol dito sa ibinabalita ng media patungkol kay Vice President Sara na spliced video ay maging mapagmatsyag po tayo lalo na kung kahinahinala at talagang sinisiraan si Vice President Sara. Mainam na mag-research pa tayo, deeper, mag-research ng malaliman kung talagang mga ibinabalita ng mga pahayagan dito sa Pilipinas ay totoo patungkol kay VP Sara. Lalo na kung patungkol sa masamang imahe ni VP Sara. Ano ang inyong opinion? I-share mo na ang video na ito. Mag-iwan ng comment at tagya sa ibaba at magkita-kita ulit tayo sa susunod na video.